a project which I thought would, you know, be a fun little side project, but it ended up being so much more than that. And I'm really happy that it did, to be honest. I'm happy I kept pursuing on and on and on to create this game. And I'm really happy that now it's out, people can enjoy something that you've been working towards for the past God knows how long. I started development for Tankalot in January of this year, and hopefully this short little behind the scenes will sort of put you through sort of like the development almost of what happened and how Tankalot came to be. So I hope you enjoy it. When I was making Tankalot, I'd never used like any game creation software like Unity or Unreal Engine before. I just booted it up. I was very confused, but I had dabbled in it before. I just didn't really know what I was doing. And throughout the year, I sort of learned and self-taught how Unity works and stuff. I think I'm a very like self-taught learner. You have like different kinds of learning styles. You have visual, you have people that like writing stuff down, like people like watching tutorials. I'm more of like a self-learner, and that is the way I taught myself how to edit videos. But I know some people have like different learning styles. I tried to like look at the documentation, but it literally just confused the hell out of me. And I did look up some stuff, which was really helpful, but I'm mainly like a sort of self-taught kind of guy. There wasn't really any idea for Tankalot, it's just that I really wanted to sort of like do something different. At the time I had a sort of like a content block, and if you don't know what it is, it's kind of similar to like a writer's block where you've run out of like ideas. So at that time I thought, why not try it and do something different, you know? And I did, and it's like really surreal that I actually stuck with Tankalot for as long as I did. There were so many moments where I would just give up, and I just kept on going, and I'm really glad that I did. It just goes to show that you should never give up, no matter how hard the circumstances. There's always a workaround. That's what I've learned. So I started work on Tankalot on the 4th of January, and by the end of that month I pushed out a working prototype. Back then, Tankalot didn't really have its name. The name only came around March time. It was known internally as 2.5D Tank Game, which is a bit of a mouthful and not the best title for a video game, so don't use that. But I really didn't know what to call it, and the name Tankalot came from sort of like a pun, so thanks a lot, tank a lot. And also there was a robot in Robot Wars called Sir Killalot, and that's where the lot comes in at the end, so Tankalot. Growing up I always used to watch Robot Wars on TV, and it just amazed me the fact that like 4 robots all in the same ring would come at each other. And that's sort of what like Tankalot is. Like, you obviously don't have like customizable robots, but you have tanks, which is really simple, and I wanted to start off simple, so that's why there's tank. The reason why I chose to put it on Xbox One was because they have this thing called the Creators Collection, which basically creates stuff made by independent developers or small teams, puts it together in like their own little curated section of the store. It's only $12 for a developer license, which is really cheap, and it was a really good entry point to game development. And the fact that it runs on Xbox One and Windows 10 crossplay makes it even better and can make your game reach more audiences than it would before. So the internal alpha testers that I was sort of like sharing the game along to, we live quite far away from each other, and getting together is a little bit of a struggle. But when we did get together, we played a little game in Tankalot, and that game of Tankalot that we recorded was actually a huge chunk of the trailer, and that actual video clip is used in the main menu in the full game, which, I don't know, it's sort of like a neat touch. When it came to ideas and what to put in the game, I got a lot of inspiration from the alpha testers, and I'd say they inputted as much as I did into the game, and their ideas are what drove the game forward and evolved it into so much more than what it would have been. You guys have literally been putting up with every single little screenshot I send over Messenger and every little teaser, and yeah, it has been annoying trying to like get you to play the game, try and find bugs and stuff, but I really am grateful for it, and I thank you guys so much.